need to kill yourself, and not literally. I need to kill myself, not literally. We need a reset. It's time for a change. Maybe a change in environment, maybe a change in routine. It's time for a change, a prestige if you put it such way. And I'll explain the benefits in just a second for you. But I first want to summarise the title, which you've seen and probably thinks clickbait or some dumb thing. It's not clickbait. It's time for a change. And I didn't want to call it a prestige because video game analogies, they don't do so well. So it's time for us to kill ourselves together and to decide on a new way to go about it. Now, for anybody who's actually been around for a while, you remember I made a video on this back in December and it did pretty well. It was a video where I was talking about how we need to change, how we almost need to reset. Because some of us are in ruts, some of us are in bad environments and around bad people. We don't know where to go, we don't know how to change. Our minds are sort of weak and sort of fickle, and we're just hanging around with these same dickheads who are trying to bring us down. Whereas, if we just had a reset and decided to look away from it as a third person perspective, you'd realise how shit it is. And then maybe you'd think twice before you go hang out with those friends again. Maybe the next friend group you get is more mature and better presented about themselves. So how do you kill yourself, as I'm saying? Well, the first step I'd like to give you is try and change your night routine. It's going to sound really stupid, but your night routine actually shapes a little bit about your forward days going. And if you have like this night routine that's almost set in stone. For example, when I was 11, I had this routine where I'd shower at 8 o'clock or like until 8:30 or something and watch Rick and Morty in bed. And that was it until like 10 and then I went to bed. That was my entire nighttime routine. Simple yet effective. It allowed me to stay on that circadian rhythm, waking up at 6:30 and being semi-content with school, just to be bluntly honest with you. And the only other step really is to relax. Basically, you need a big change to kill yourself. You need a big change to prestige. Think about it in Call of Duty. You go from having everything to having nothing. 0 unlocked. That's a big change. That's why they call it a prestige. Maybe I should have called it a prestige, but we'll call it killing ourselves because we know it's like our code word now. So, you kill yourself by changing a big part of your routine. If you have a morning routine, perhaps you shower, eat breakfast, and then get ready for school and brush your teeth, let's say. Perhaps you should shower in the evenings instead, that's a big change. And then eat breakfast 20 minutes after you wake up because you do stretching in the morning instead. And then you get changed and then brush your teeth and then leave. And you leave 5 minutes earlier. You sort of subtly destroy your mind. In a respectful way, of course. You're not actually destroying it, but you subtly change your mind, tweak it marginally, and see what happens. You find a new routine that works semi-well, and believe it or not, now you just relax. Bush, perfect reset. If I wanted to reset right now, I would shower at 10 o'clock, let my hair dry, read the Bible, go to bed. That's a reset for me, right? Or I could read my Bible in the morning instead, so I shower in the evening, like dry my hair, go to bed instantly, read the Bible in the morning, and have that as a drastic change. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, I go to bed at 8 o'clock. It's a humongous change. My mind will begin to recallus and repurpose itself, guaranteed. As long as I also relax, then I can have a perfect change and a smooth transformation as well. Because sometimes it's forced. You feel like everything in your home, in your room, just gets fucking deleted from you. Some things to never be seen again. They just get deleted from you. And if you're not relaxed and you're not ready for it, it's horrible. It gets deleted, rearranged, and plopped in a random fucking place elsewhere. So, you don't want to experience that, man. Trust me, from personal experience, you don't. Instead, what we should do is relax ourselves. And then once we've had this reset, this fantastic thing, we can begin to work on something new. It's almost like a change of environment. You can literally flip around some things in your room. I could move my bed to that side instead of this side. I could move my desk to be facing there instead of where it is now, which is over here. I could do these like small changes that are going to subtly change my mind for almost like a change of environment and a reset. Once we've had this reset, what we do is build positive habits from the ground up. We don't build the negative habits first, because imagine you move in to a new house. Let's say you've just moved house October 23rd, 2026. 5 p.m. You've just moved house, and the first thing you do is order a fucking Domino's pizza, drink a shit ton of Hennessy, and jerk off on the hub. your environment's already fucked. Your living room was already compromised as a fucked environment. So, what we do instead is we have this reset, and then we build up the positive habits first. It will make your mind stronger, it will make your mind more disciplined, and it will make you stronger in the long run. Trust me when I say this, have this reset. I had this reset in December, where I started waking up at 5 a.m, 5 a.m, 5 a.m, 5 a.m. for a whole week. I became so addicted to work I couldn't even step away from it. Genuinely, after 3 hours, I couldn't even step away from it. It was a struggle. It was a difficult grind. It's difficult to step away from this work for that work. And it was actually tough as well. I'm not just saying that for dramatic, right? I'm being dead ass. It was actually tough to step away from this laptop device. I had to focus on it. And that was, of course, after I made that video and talked about how to change your life. If you want to go watch the original video, I'll link it up here. But basically, that's all I've got to say. Kill yourself in-game, right? Kill yourself. And do this reset, do this prestige protocol, see how you feel. Let me know if it worked for you in the comments below. It worked for me in the past. I hope it works for you now. And it sure as heck would work for me again. And as always, do your greatest regardless of how you feel. I hope you can find something that works for you. A new system that works better. And have a successful prestige. Take care.